Pennsylvania. We need to win in Pennsylvania on November the 4th, and with your help, we're going to win here in Pennsylvania. We're going to bring real change to Washington. Friends, I need your help. Volunteer, knock on doors. With your help, we can win. We need a new direction for this country, and we have to fight for it. And I'll fight with you, and we'll take back Washington, D.C., and we'll bring about reform, and you will have a government that cares about you and your home and your family. Serves as the United States Air Force reservist who goes to Baghdad and help them with freedom and democracy and the rule of law. Thank you, Lindsay, for all you do. My daughter, Megan McCain, is with us, and the next First Lady of the United States of America. I just talked on the phone, and I send best and warmest regards from my running mate, the great governor of the state of Alaska, Sarah Palin. She's a reformer, she's a leader, she has executive experience, she knows energy issues, she has reduced taxes, she's given money back to her citizens. She is going to shake up Washington, and we're going to drain the swamp together. Friends, you know I've been fighting for this country since I was 17 years old, and I have the scars to prove it. And so let me thank the veterans who are here today who have served our country. Make sure you receive the health care that you have earned and you deserve. You are the best of America, and I thank you. Well, the other day, the more Senator Obama talks, the more interesting it gets. The other day, he said that his primary victory vindicated his faith in America. My country's never had to prove anything to me. I've always had faith in it. If I'm elected president, I'll fight to shake up Washington, take America in a new direction from my first day in office until my last. And I'm not afraid of the fight. I'm ready for the fight. I've been humbled and honored to have the great opportunity to serve this nation, the greatest nation in the world, defend its freedom. And I'll do that until my last breath. I have a plan to hold the line on taxes and cut them to make America more competitive and create jobs here at home. We're going to double the child deduction for working families. We'll cut the capital gains tax. We'll cut business taxes to help create jobs and keep American businesses in America. Raising taxes makes a bad economy worse. Keeping taxes low creates jobs, keeps money in your hands, and strengthens our economy. If I'm elected president, I won't spend nearly $1 trillion more of your money than Senator Obama will. And he can't do that without raising your taxes, taking us further into debt. I'm going to make government live on a budget just like you do. I'll freeze government spending on all but the most important programs like defense, defense, veterans care, Social Security, and health care. Until we scrub every single government program, get rid of the ones that aren't working for the American people, and I will veto every single pork barrel bill that comes across. $233 million for a bridge in Alaska to an island with 50 people on it. We're not going to spend $3 million to study the DNA of bears in Montana. I don't know if that's a criminal issue or a paternity issue, but it was your money. It was your money. It's bred corruption. It's bred corruption. That's why we have former members of Congress residing in federal prison. I'm going to clean up that mess. We're going to give you a deal that you can rely on, and your tax dollars will be spent wisely, efficiently, and in your best interest, not of some powerful member of Congress that will waste it. $750 billion of your money just bailing out the Wall Street bankers and brokers and got us into this mess. Senator Obama will. I'm going to make sure we take care of the working people who are devastated by the excess greed and corruption of Wall Street and Washington. My friends, I have a plan to fix our housing market so that your home value doesn't go down when your neighbor defaults, and so that people in danger of defaulting have a way to stay in their home. That's the American dream, and I'm going to protect it. And that's going to be our first priority. Countries that don't like us very much. You know, Senator Obama is pretty eloquent, as I've given credit to. Listen carefully to his words. When we were talking in the debate the other night, he said he was for offshore drilling. He would, quote, consider it. When I'm president, we're going to drill offshore, and we'll drill now. Solar, and safe nuclear power. And nuclear power is a big, big wave. My friends, we can reprocess it, we can store spent nuclear fuel, and ask any of our Navy guys who sail around the world on Navy ships with nuclear power plants on them. My friends, we will encourage the manufacture of hybrid, flex fuel, and electric automobiles. And what's great for the future of Pennsylvania, clean coal technology. And we will create millions of new jobs. That's the way out of this economic My friends, we've learned more about Senator Obama's real goals for our country over the last 2 weeks than we learned over the past 2 years, and that's only because Joe the plumber asked him a question. To quote, spread the wealth around. one group of Americans and give it to another. That's the far left liberal. That's what earned him the title of the most liberal senator in the United States Senate. My friends, that is been tried in other countries. The liberal left wants to try it here. We're not going to do it. Now, Dr. Joe the Plumber a second. You know, he didn't ask for Senator Obama to come to his house, and he didn't ask to be famous, and he certainly didn't ask for the political attacks on him from the Obama campaign. Joe's dream is to own a small business that will create jobs, and the attacks on him are attacks on small businesses all over this nation. Small businesses employ 84% of Americans. We need to support these small businesses. Taxing small businesses will jobs. We can't let that happen. Senator Obama's plan will tax over 50% of small business income. That's 16 million jobs in America, my friends. We can't do that. Senator Obama is running to be redistributionist in chief. I'm running to be commander in chief. Obama's running to spread the wealth. I'm running to create more wealth. The successful. I'm running to make everyone successful. Let me just remind you, he's made a lot of promises. It's like nailing Jello to the wall. But you know, first he said people making less than $250,000 would benefit from his plan. Then last weekend he announced in an ad that if you're a family making less than $200,000, you'll benefit. But this week, Senator Joe the Biden said, he's the gift that keeps on giving. He said tax relief should only go to middle-class people. You remember when Joe the Biden said it was unpatriotic if you didn't pay taxes? He said people making under $150,000 a year, and just yesterday, Governor Bill Richardson said it applied to families making $120,000 a year. Get the drift here? It's interesting how their definition of rich has a way of creeping down. And it shouldn't surprise anyone because Senator Obama voted 94 times for tax increases or against tax cuts. You know? It won't be long before Senator Obama is right back to his vote that Americans making just $42,000 a year should get a tax increase. I'm not gonna let that happen. Harry Reid and Barney Frank. We know this Democratic Congress is planning all sorts of new taxes. This week, we're hearing they want to tax your 401k contribution. This is a time when we need to encourage more investing, not tax it. We need to protect people's retirement, not endanger it. Now, you know, my friends, every 4 years the Democrats roll out Halloween last night. We scare the seniors because Republicans are going to harm their Social Security and Medicare. My friends, I was there. I was there when we protected Social Security the last time. I have worked to protect Social Security and Medicare. I'm going to protect Social Security. I'm going to protect Medicare. And I'm not going to let this Congress tax away your retirement savings. Exactly the wrong approach in an economic slowdown. The answer to a slowing economy is not higher taxes, but what is going to happen when the Democrats have total control of Washington. We can't let that happen. We need pro-growth and pro-jobs economic policies, not pro-government spending programs paid for with higher taxes. This is the fundamental difference between Senator Obama and me. Now, we both disagree with President Bush on economic policy. The difference is he thinks that taxes have been too low, and I think that spending has been too high. If we're going to change Washington, we need a president who's actually fought for change and made it happen. The next president won't have time to get used to the office. We face many challenges here at home and many enemies abroad in this dangerous world. I hate to go back to it, but Senator Biden warned. He warned. He said, mark my words, Senator Obama, because of his youth and inexperience, would be tested with an international crisis. Now, what do you think the reaction would have been if Sarah Palin before I had said that? The fact is, Senator Biden knows and you know that I've been tested and Senator Obama hasn't. Senator Biden referred to how Jack Kennedy was tested in the Cuban Missile Crisis. I have a little personal experience in that. I was on board the USS Enterprise and I sat in a cockpit on the flight deck waiting to take off. We had a target. I know how close we came to a nuclear war, and I will not be a president who needs to be tested. We know, my friends, that Senator Obama won't have the right response to that test because we've already seen the wrong response from him over and over during this campaign in the short time that he's been in the Senate. He opposed the strategy in Iraq. He refuses to admit he was wrong. He said he would sit down unconditionally with the world's worst dictators. Russia invaded Georgia. Senator Obama said the invaded country should show restraint. He's been wrong on all of these. When I'm president, we're going to win in Iraq and win in Afghanistan. And our troops will come home with victory and honor. Lips. Well, when I'm president, they will come home in victory, not in defeat. Let me give you some straight talk about the state of the race today. There's just 3 days left, as you know. The pundits have written us off again, like they have done before. My friends, when I see this kind of support, when I see this momentum, when I see this great support, I know we're going to win. I know we're going to win. With Speaker Pelosi and Harry Reid of their plans to raise your taxes increase spending and concede defeat in Iraq. He's measuring the troops. He settled on a chief of staff. He gave his first address to the nation before the election. And by the way, my first executive order is that no one will be able to have an infomercial that delays the beginning of the World Series. Straight talk, we've been a few points down, but we're coming back. The other night, by the way, the Arizona Diamondbacks are okay too. Enough. The other night, Senator Obama said that if he lost, he would return to the Senate and try again in 4 years with a second act. Sounds like a great idea to me. Let's help him make it happen. Finally, let me say, I know you're worried. I know you're worried, my friends. America's a great country, but we're at a moment of national crisis that will determine our future. I want to ask you, will we continue to lead the world's economies, or will we be overtaken? Will the world become safer or more dangerous? Will our military remain the strongest in the world? Will our children and grandchildren's future be brighter than ours? My answer to you is yes. Yes, we will. Yes,